morning vlog, and welcome back to another travel with Jewelyn. And I am still here at Lalande. This is my last day, and I took a shower, washed my hair, and I'm going to just take some time to just be present here. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna do a little workout, meditate for a little bit, just to soak all of this Lalande energy in. And I am gonna have some breakfast, write all of my cards that I want to leave back behind for everybody. And I would also like to give all of the gifts to Natty and explain everything because Stephanie's not here. And then I will eventually make my way back to the train station. So hope you guys enjoy following my day today. And I want to share with you one of my favorite things that I enjoy my time staying in this room in particular, because you will get to see the view outside of my room at least a few more times today. This is my favorite part about staying in this room. Good morning, Aloysius. Bonjour, cuties. You guys have made my stay. Like, oh my goodness, I can't. Hearing the birds chirp, the fresh crisp air, these cuties outside my window, they're really adorable. I just like, they're holding it down for Lalande. They're just adorable. Oh my goodness, it's perfect morning. Perfect. Hi, Aloysius. Hi, cutie. You're so adorable. You know that? Look at you. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. And they just like look at me like with their cute face. Look at them. You guys are so cute, you know that? They're just so adorable. I love them. I love each and every one of them. They've made my stay here very cozy. The first thing you see when I walk out of my door, oh my gosh, is really this priceless view of the courtyard. I really am not taking it for granted. And especially watching all of the hard work of the transformation. Like, it's really just so special. I also think I see Amory in his little workshop area. Gosh, I can hear the fountain from here and the birds chirping. So let's go downstairs and have a moment. Honestly, like walking in this hallway and just looking in all of these rooms just really makes my heart full. I don't think I'll ever get over this, and I'll remember my time here in Lalande forever. And of course, Cressila Ovada. Also, the mirrors here are just truly spectacular. I'm in love with the mirrors, the wallpapers, and all of the different chairs. So pretty. Here I am in just cozy attire. I have my tripod. The beautiful flowers of Lalande. All of Stephanie's dad's paintings. Like the chandeliers also too. Huge fan. Natty's in the office. And the beautiful entryway. Oh, I love it. Oh my God, you guys. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of this. Wow. Simply the best. I have a very huge fountain, well, in my mind, in my patio, which is so small compared to this beauty. And I always like feel when I hear my fountain, I feel like I'm home. So like, having something like this in your front yard, oh my goodness, I like love a good fountain moment. So as you can see, the weather's absolutely perfect and I feel so clean. But because I am traveling for the next 24 hours, and if you watch my day in a life videos and I'm home, I always love at some point working out. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find an area where I can work out, and then I'm gonna meditate a little bit, probably like right over here, because I honestly like feel like this is the best place to channel all of the good Lalande energy. and then we'll get ready really quickly and then start the day. So give this video a big thumbs up. Oh my gosh, Peacock break. I'll never get like tired of these cuties. I mean, when can you like work out by a huge fountain, a courtyard of the chateau, and the peacocks are like cheering you on? What the hell? What is life? They're so adorable. I love you guys. Every single one of you. You guys are so cute. All right, back to workout. Thor with his grand self. Oh, I love his colors. He's so cute. Good morning, Thor. Bonjour. Handsome. He's so cute. He really makes this special, like this place so special. I just finished a very feel-good workout. I did some bodyweight exercises. I danced, which is like when I travel around the world, usually I do bodyweight exercises, Pilates, dancing to stay active depending on like what kind of terrain I have under my feet. So with the gravel, I think I did the best option, and working around the fountain in the courtyard. So now I'm gonna meditate for a little bit by the fountain and then move on to the next thing, which would be breakfast. Thor and the pea chicks. I swear I thought there was 6. Good morning, Thor. Oh my gosh, you look so beautiful in the sea. I am not the only one enjoying the morning sun. You guys are just so gorgeous. You just might be the most famous peacock on YouTube. Look at you. You look so glorious. Good morning. Here, of course, with all the blue and white, I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of blue and white. And I kind of been trending on having a croissant for breakfast here at Lalande. Breakfast in Lalande. Soaking it in, all in. The doors open, the fountain, you can hear it so perfect. It's really like the perfect morning, and I'm so glad that this is present on my last day, because it's been like kind of like gloomy, cold, and kind of like, I don't know, like we're set back in like, I don't know, some movie or something. Like there's nothing around here too, so it kind of makes you feel like super remote. I'm gonna enjoy my morning, have a glass of orange juice, and just be present in the moment. Just enjoying the beautiful Lalande sunshine. And look, another sunshine in human form.
Hey.
Charlotte, thank you so much for inviting me to your dinner table last night. We had goat cheese.
Death by goat cheese. It was death by goat cheese.
And you're wearing one of my favorite colors, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
love those colors so much.
These make me happy. Absolutely make me happy.
And how many days left do you have? Or how many, tell the vlog how long you've been here this time around.
Let's see. I've even forgotten the date. I think it was September 27th.
Okay.
And I'm leaving next Saturday, the 22nd of October. And normally volunteers at Lalande will come for 2 weeks.
Nice.
I did stretch it because I wanted to be able to see Stephanie and Philip and Isabel and Percy.
Yes.
Before they left for Africa, for Egypt.
Yes.
Rather. And I'm looking forward to seeing them when they come back. But I will see them for maybe 2 days and then I leave.
You're so lucky that you get to meet them in person.
Yes.
Did you meet them last year? No?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. 2 years in a row.
But I had not met Percy and Isabel because they were in lockdown over in South Africa
right.
for COVID. And it was such a pleasure to get to know all of them. So.
Well, you look beautiful today.
Thank you.
And if you haven't watched Chateau Unwrapped, you made an appearance the other upload.
Cadeau at the Chateau.
Yes.
The last Cadeau at the Chateau.
Such beautiful gifts.
Thank you.
Very thoughtful.
I love fashion. I love actually buying vintage. This is not vintage, but I
which is one thing we have in common. I think we were like talking about that yesterday. Vintage fashion.
We went to the Amayus.
There was nothing.
My one great purchase at the Amayus, and so it's like I can check that box when I go.
Hey, just like me with the one thing I got too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a houndstooth jacket that was very Jackie O, so I was very happy with that.
You can leave this part of France and go back with your one nice treasure.
One nice treasure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
And I was also looking for artwork, and I found some artwork in Obasan. Obasan was a nice little village that we went to visit. And
Nice.
I got something for €5.
Woo!
Can't beat
We
that,
love that
you know?
€5.
So, yeah.
Oh, you look
do
beautiful, and I'm
you.
so glad I at least met you.
Yes.
Because as you know, because you're here, the chateau vibe I feel like is so different because, you know, what you see on the channel is always something going on, a lot of people, and then
Yes.
like when I'm here, it's like quiet as a mouse.
Yes, we're quite remote. We're about 45 minutes from a major highway. Lots of little villages, and most of the roads are like one lane.
Yes.
And it's between fields, you know,
Yeah,
either cows
with no
or
lights.
crops. So it is definitely an immersion.
Right.
I got the experience that I was looking for. It wasn't just about being on the vlog.
Right.
It was about really immersing myself in this rural culture in France.
The lifestyle,
of people. And I'm so happy I got to meet a lot of the staff and work with the staff and out in the garden and all those, you know, extra characters that are part of the Chateau de Lalande.
Right.
So Kirsty and Dan and Dana. I was very pleased to be able to, and Maria, to be able to learn from Maria. She's a fantastic chef. And Pavlina as well. She's been working out in the garden, and it's just been a really great stay.
Sounds like you met a chunk of people that's on the vlog, and yeah, I think you came during the right time of the year. I think.
Well, we actually got really lucky. I came this time last year, and it was much colder. And unfortunately, I mean, the sun is just coming out. I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to enjoy it, but it's lovely here. When the sun shines on the chateau and the countryside, it's just like no other place.
Perfect.
It's like a postcard.
Well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna cross paths with you again at the chateau. Who
Well,
knows?
I'll follow you on your blog. I want to know what your next adventure is.
And I'm so glad we met and had our little moments here,
Yes.
and you made my time here special as well.
Oh, I'm glad.
And I know it's also good to hear like your feedback, what it was like to come here as a volunteer.
Yes.
And to meet the people you met, because I only met you, Amory, Maria, and
Did you meet Pavlina?
no,
Okay.
yeah, Nadia, not much.
Okay.
But you're one of them. I'm so glad I met you.
Oh, thank you.
Hey everyone, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a very special episode of Travel with Jewelyn. I am in a very rural part of France, and I had a very crazy travel year. I'll just recap where I've been over the last year. A year ago, my travels started in Ibiza in Spain. I went to Greece, I went to Athens, Naxos, Mykonos, Santorini, and then in Ia, which was very amazing. I did the flying dress experience, and I started my travel year, I believe, in Costa Rica. I did a bunch of different things, including La Fortuna and Manuel Antonio, Quepos, and Santa Teresa. I think that's all the places that I've been in Costa Rica. I made my way down to Brazil, to Rio for Carnival. I spent some time in Manaus and a week long in Amazon. And it was amazing. The culture there is one of a kind. I love being able to travel around the world and learn different cultures and their dance styles, being a dancer. Then I made my way, I believe, down to Portugal, to Lisbon, Setúbal, and it was just amazing to be able to finally experience some parts of Portugal in person. And then I eventually made my way back to Africa. I went to Uganda to trek for the mountain gorillas, spent a bunch of time in Uganda, from Kibale to Lake Bayuni to Kampala and other places in Uganda. Uganda is beautiful. Now I know why Uganda is known as the Pearl of Africa. It's very beautiful. Spent some time in Kenya and the Masai Mara, and being able to see the Masai women again and buy their beautiful, unique art pieces. And I really appreciate that, being an artist. And I went to a bunch of different safaris. And where else did I go? I went back to Tanzania, and I went back to South Africa. I went to Cape Town and did some fun things in Kalisha, which is the biggest township, and I was able to learn their dance style there with a dancer, local dancer, which is really fun. And I went to Iceland to trek the glacier there, to snorkel between the two tectonic plates, the continents, and you can swim through that, and that was amazing. I was geared up. If you haven't watched that travel episode, go ahead and find it on this channel. And I went to Italy, to Rome and Milan, which was really fun. I came back to France. I started in Paris, and I haven't been in Paris since 11 years ago. I'm finally back in the country, and I wanted this travel year to be super special by wrapping it up in Lalande. I am going back to Africa in like 2 weeks. That'll be my last trip of my calendar year, but that has been my travel year, and I'm here in Lalande. So as you can see, I've been through so many different parts of the world and cultures, and I've been following Stephanie's vlogs since the beginning of time. And to be able to switch up my travel lifestyle and come to rural France, and specifically like catching a train, then hopping into a rental car and driving international for the first time, has been a very unique experience, and I am so thankful to be here. Fast forward, pulling up to Lalande in the rental car, I honestly, like, my heart just kind of stopped for a moment. My emotions filled my heart, and it was just like I could not believe I was pulling up in a rental car. First time ever driving in a rental car internationally, because I always get driven around the world. Pulling up to beautiful Lalande in person, and it was just really, I felt like I was in a dream. And I knew that was going to be the end goal of my mission, of my travel day. After all of that drama, that the end goal was that I would be rolling up to Lalande, and that's what motivated me to keep going and to stay positive. I am by myself, and I was doing it all alone, and I'm so glad that I am here. So in today's episode, now that I got that intro out of the way, I will share with you my time in Lalande, and at some point in the video I will share a montage of all of the parts of the chateau you're able to see when you come here, from all of the rooms that are being able to be rented out if you want to come and stay at the bed and breakfast, as well as the grounds around Lalande. So I do a walkthrough of the gardens, the greenhouse. I do a walk behind the chapel, going through the woods, going through the drive down to be able, I did that by foot, to be able to see Lalande from behind in a distance, which is absolutely beautiful. And I also share with you my time here. And I will do, of course, my my normal travel with Jewelyn episodes, and you will see that in my regular uploads of my time here in France. But I specifically wanted to make one video dedicated to all things Lalande and my time here, and my backstory of why I'm here and how I feel to be here, and my journey here, all of the drama that I went through to get here. And hopefully that won't happen to you if you come to this part of France. And obviously the only way to get here is by driving yourself here. There's no other way, because it is so remote. Years ago I did apply to be a volunteer. I have not been given a chance to volunteer yet. I will hope maybe in the future that'll happen. From my understanding, they only have one volunteer coming to Lalande at a time, and it's definitely a different vibe. Being able to spend time here, and Lalande is so quiet, because you see on Stephanie's vlogs, this place is so lively. There's always something happening. People are working on the chateau, whether it's inside or outside. And during my time here, I've only met Amory, Natty, Maria, which she cooked for the group dinner, which was amazing, and then one volunteer, Charlotte, who's also from the States, and I connected with her. That was really nice to spend time with her. And I think that is everybody I met. And there was 2 guests here, which was a neighbor of the volunteer in the States and her sister. and they came to visit her because she's volunteering here. So it was very quiet compared to what you normally see on Stephanie's vlogs. So I honestly had like the chateau pretty much, I feel like, to myself, which is also a nice treat, but it's so quiet and I feel like I'm kind of like in a museum because I keep up with the content that's going on here, and I know exactly, you know, all of the details and energy and projects that have been going on over the years here. And to see Aloysius out my window, and Thora and the pea chicks and all of the chickens outside, it's just very like surreal to be here, but yet it is so quiet and empty. And to be able to walk through the halls and see what's behind the doors and kind of put all of the pieces together, to see the beautiful loos that that you see on the vlogs, the downstairs loo that's beautiful and blue. I think that's the most beautiful bathroom in the world. And then the one that they just completed with Stephanie's dad's art as a wallpaper. That is going to wrap up this very special episode of Travel with Jewelyn. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my time here. And at some point in the video, I'm going to sit down with Natty and explain all of my art pieces I created, because I am a resin artist. And I bought a bunch of art pieces and things from my small business and shop to be gifted to a bunch of people who has been on the vlogs for the last several years. And the reason being why I have all of these gifts is because I've never shipped anything for Chateau Unwrap. I've always dreamt that I was going to be able to bring it in person and explain everything to Stephanie, but Natty will have to fill in because Stephanie's not here. And I look forward to seeing it on her Chateau Unwrap episodes in the future. And a piece of my art will live here in Lalande, and wherever they choose to have it, I'm open to that, because I know a lot of people from around the world send gifts and all of that. And for those of you guys who watch my main channel, you guys know I am a crazy plant person. I do all things plant life, different plant life from the plant life here. I don't do any kind of gardening, but I do houseplants, cactus, and succulents, all in planters. So that is my main channel content. So if you watch Stephanie's vlogs, you know that there's always guests and volunteers and people putting their energy, talents, and time into the chateau. So I knew I wanted to offer my talent here, which is anything to do with houseplants. There's 2 monsteras in the main entryway, and I had asked if I could repot them and restake them up because they are hanging like this, and to shine up their leaves. And that wasn't taken up as a yes, but I did put it out there. So I am, you know, a little bummed out about that because I wanted to leave a little mark here at the chateau, but it is what it is. It is not cheap to do the trek here, especially if you come from another part of the world. And if you can make the time and energy to trek out to rural France, I highly recommend it. I love everything about chateau life. I would love to be in a chateau one day, living chateau life. Nobody I know in my part of the world is into chateau life, but I love all things old. I love vintage. I love like being in a rural place far away from everything. I am definitely both a country girl and a city girl, but to be able to be immersed in this lifestyle far from everything and being able to be surrounded around nature and to grow your own food and just to be away from everything is a very special lifestyle. And I'm just so blessed to be able to come out here and experience that for a few days. I will share now at another part of the chateau what I bought and the areas around me, and so you guys can see a different background in the video. I'll share a little haul because I did go to MIUs and I did go to a few boutique shops in the area. So let's switch up the background view because right now we're sitting in my room that I spent a few days in, which is absolutely beautiful, and I'm looking at Aloysius and his crew in front of me to give you guys a different point of view.